he when he created it, he wanted somewhere that people could go have a burger, take a bite, and just say, "Man, what a burger!" And the rest is history.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Roswell Brew Talks. I'm Andy Williams, President and CEO of Visit Roswell, the City of Roswell's official destination marketing organization. And thrilled to have our two guests on today. One of our most recently opened businesses, Whataburger, which I know the entire community has been looking forward to and has been seeing this thing coming out of the ground. So we are excited to have them. And we've got Harrison and Scott here today. And we're going to go through all the ins and outs of what a burger is, where it originated, and why it's such a good fit for Roswell. So Harrison, Scott, welcome. Appreciate you coming in, and it's glad to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, so we're going to jump right in. We're just going to start talking about the background and kind of the history of Whataburger, because you hadn't really seen too many of them in Georgia, seen them in Florida, seen them kind of in other parts of the country, and it seems like they're really starting to take a hold here. So walk us through, Harrison, where Whataburger originated and kind of how they're developing a footprint here in the state of Georgia now.
Yeah, sure. So Whataburger was founded in Corpus Christi, Texas. Actually, next year will be our 75th year in business. It was founded by a guy named Harmon Dobson. And Scott actually tells a great story about this, but he when he created it, he wanted somewhere that people could go have a burger, take a bite, and just say, "Man, what a burger!" And the rest is history.
There you go.
And so corporately, for a long time, it's been in Texas, and most recently, it's been franchising out and growing the brand. And so Scott and I actually work for the Georgia franchisee. Our name is Made to Order Holdings.
Okay.
And so we've got 18 counties in the state of Georgia. Our furthest north is Fulton County, so Roswell and Johns Creek, and then we kind of move south from there. The stores north of Fulton County are going to be corporate stores, so Georgia's what we call a shared market.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, so Scott, walk us through that. So I didn't actually realize there were 18. I was thinking there were maybe like 5 or 6. So actually, y'all have expanded into Georgia pretty aggressively, right?
We have 18 counties in our agreement that we can build in. So we've actually just opened our 5th store, which was Roswell. We've got four more opening this year, and then we've got 6 in construction. So, and then corporate has, how many stores does corporate have now? 10?
17.
17. So that's how many we have in Georgia so far.
Nice, excellent. Okay, that's good to know. Well, let's talk about the actual food itself, kind of what separates Whataburger from any other chains or any other fast food style restaurants. You talk about the quality and everything, and we've got it right here, and it smells delicious. They just walked through the office with it, and I'm about to eat this biscuit right in front of me here, but we'll get to that in a second here, as hard as it's going to be. But walk us through what it is about the quality that really sets Whataburger apart.
Yeah, so I mean, when you look at, like Harrison kind of was telling you the story, Harmon started with the founder started with a bun that was like 5 inches. And to this day, most restaurant chains only use a 4-inch bun. If you go to any of the competitors, it's only a 4-inch bun. So when he went to the bread manufacturers, they're like, "Hey, listen, we're going to put a big burger on this bun. Mm-hmm. We want it to be large. We want to put fresh toppings on it, fresh toppings that are made daily, not something we bring in from a purveyor, something we slice and dice daily." And the bread manufacturers company is like, we don't make that. And he's like, "But can you?" He's a visionary leader. And he's like, I think that if you could build that for us, we can make Whataburger special. And it became the home of the place where you could get this big 5-inch burger with fresh ingredients, fresh lettuce, known for the mustard that's on the burger.
Okay.
Known for the mustard. The mustard's a special blend of mustard.
Okay.
Dynamite. You can't get it anywhere. You can get it at the grocery store now. They're selling them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wherever a franchise pops up or corporate pops up, the local community chains pick up, like Walmart, Kroger. They'll pick up the brands for mustard. But we have everything from bowl flavors, from our honey barbecue sauce, our honey butter sauce. There's some Whata wings in there, which is Nashville hot wings that you could give a try if you want to a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got a great smoky hot profile to it. But we're known for like just great flavors. Everywhere from, if you look at our menu, from salads all the way to burgers.
Yeah.
And a spicy chicken sandwich, where the spicy chicken sandwich is so good.
Yeah.
The buffalo sauce that's inside the breading. We bread it after we put the buffalo sauce on it.
Okay.
So it's very portable. So if you're driving down the road, when you're driving down the road, you take a bite of the sandwich. You don't have to worry about getting it all over.
Right.
You. Unless you're like me and you dip it in something too.
Yeah, sure.
You might dip it in his ranch or something. But really good products. We have a Cobb salad that comes with egg, bacon, and grilled chicken. You could or fried chicken if you like. You could substitute, take things off if you need. But we got a good healthy array of items. At the same time, we have some items that are tasteful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that about salads too, because I think that's one of the things probably a lot of people maybe not realize. You guys do have those healthy options, and if somebody wants to swing through the drive-thru and grab a salad really quickly, that option is available. And I'll tell you, before we sat down here and we're talking, before we started recording, I didn't know Whataburger actually served breakfast. And I mentioned I've got this delicious-looking chicken sandwich in front of me, chicken biscuit rather. But you're open often. You serve breakfast around the clock, so that is an option that your patrons can get if they choose to.
Yeah, I would. Our burgers are great, and I would obviously say that every time. I love our breakfast. The breakfast is probably my favorite thing we do. What you have there is the honey butter chicken biscuit, which is probably my favorite item on the menu. But I mean, like Scott said, we serve breakfast from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. every day, and we're open 24/7, 364. So we're closed on Christmas.
Yeah.
But we're always there. We just in the last year launched a new premium coffee. So we're now doing hot coffee and iced coffees. So you can come in and get the breakfast, but you can also get a nice iced coffee, or have the different flavors. I'm a simple guy, so I like my hot black coffee. So I can't go super into all the different blends of flavors, but it's been a big hit, and so that's something that a lot of our new markets don't really know that we do is the breakfast, and it's fantastic. So definitely check it out.
So outside of burgers, I mean, you've got salads, you've got breakfast, so really a pretty diverse group of menu offerings.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why we do 24 hours a day, 364 days a year is we want to be the community restaurant.
Yeah.
There's only like a handful of restaurants that are open 365 days. I could probably name maybe one, maybe a Waffle House. But we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except we close on Christmas. But we also realize, like on Thanksgiving and on holidays, people might not have a family to travel to, and we want to be their hometown place to travel to.
Sure.
So we have our restaurants open for those customers as well.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and we always ask our guests, Roswell's a very special place. And we're known for our dining scene, and that's just all around the city. It's, a lot of people gravitate toward Canton Street, but really we've got several options, all geographically spread out, which is fantastic, and it really does make us a dining destination. And we're glad to have our first Whataburger here. But what was it that, corporate said, hey, this is a good market for us to expand into? Is it just about the numbers, or is it also about the actual community support and really embracing you all as you've begun to expand here?
It's probably more of the line. It's an emerging market, right?
Yeah.
It's a big city. When you look at like total comp across the world, the United States, as far as population growth and places where you want to be, Atlanta is a place you want to be.
Yeah. Number 6 largest city in the country now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Metro area, yep.
And you look from a metropolitan area, it could house a lot of Whataburgers. So franchise has an agreement to build X amount in the state, and then we signed an agreement to build X amount in the state. Our owners happen to be from Texas. They're Texas-based owners, and they grew up on Whataburger. So when they got the opportunity to represent the brand in Atlanta, they wanted to jump on it immediately.
Got it.
So it's near and dear to their heart. And I'll tell you, 30 years, we're going to look back on this. Well, we'll look back on this in 30 years, and we'll be like, wow, look what we built, the dynasty we built, and delivering great food to the guests out here, giving them that same experience that they can get in Georgia, that they can get in Texas.
Yeah, I think, too, Atlanta is a huge city. But then you go kind of look into, Scott and I are both from Georgia, from this area. He grew up in Fayetteville. I grew up in Macon.
Yeah.
I lived in Atlanta when I went to Georgia Tech. He worked in Atlanta. So we've both got, ties to this area. And Roswell is exactly what you said. It's a community, right? And one of the big things about Whataburger in Texas is it is the community restaurant. I mean, after you get done with your football game on Friday night, the team goes and hangs out at Whataburger. And Roswell, to us, we have a lot of analytics that shows us where we need to be and why we need to be there.
Yeah.
And I think kind of boots on the ground, Scott and I are like, hey, Roswell is the community feel that we're looking for. The people are there. The community's there. And so it just took us a little bit to find the right spot. And we think we have, and we're super excited about it.
Yeah, it's you guys got to have a great location. I mean, I remember when it was Steak and Shake, and you guys did a fantastic job scraping that and building the business, and you're located right here off 92, west side of Roswell. You're close to Woodstock from that eastern side of Woodstock. You get a lot of that Holcomb Bridge 92 traffic passing by, prime location, easy to spot. So a lot of big neighborhoods around you too. And, you'll pull from that base, but I envision you guys are probably going to pull from a number of different surrounding areas as well. So I think the location's spot on.
Yeah, we do too. And I think, one of the things we look for a lot of times is our proximity to schools.
Yeah, sure.
Because we want a lot of, kids to be there, not only just to eat there, but also to work. We invest a lot of time and effort into our we call them family members.
Yeah.
Everybody who works with us, and we do a lot of. It's not just a job, and I mean Scott can speak to that, the programs we have, but it's a lot of investment we put into every single one of our employees. We treat them like family. We help them, learn life skills, not only just how to cook.
Love that. Love
these
that.
Whataburgers. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go ahead, Scott. Yep.
Well, plus we have. I mean, you guys got one of the best football teams in the state
Yeah.
right now.
They're
So
all-
building your store right down the street from that's pretty good. We can't wait to see what happens on Friday night.
Yep.
If y'all win it all, that'd be great when Al's show back up in town. But when you talk about the programs we offer, we obviously feeding student success. That's giving back where they can get scholarships out of our. We have a foundation with Whataburger that we share together. We also do a disaster relief fund that we have for people, and then internal growth. I mean, a lot of our people that are working for us today, that was working for us 2 years ago, they went from making a middle income around 40, 50,000 to they can make $100,000 a year now.
Sure.
So I tell people, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you really set out your mind to do. And we're at the ground floor. We only have, literally today, we have 5 stores built with an additional 4 coming and an additional a lot more. I don't want to really get into the specifics. But if you think about it,
Seems like
that's
it.
a lot of jobs that we're providing. We figure we're going to have over more than 7,000 employees, which means we're providing a lot of growth for people to be able to grow their careers forward.
Well, and speaking of your employees, my first visit shortly after you guys cut the ribbon, I remember going through the drive-through line, which really gave off Chick-fil-A vibes. And I know, hey, they're a different chain, but honestly, the effectiveness, the efficiency of it, you had 2 big lanes going, and y'all were cranking us through. And I just vividly remember the staff member, the team member that was, on the radio, as friendly as she could be and on fire with getting us through quickly. And so the service and the level of quickness with getting the food out was really awesome. And, if Chick-fil-A sets the bar up here, you're right there with them as far as what I saw. So that's congratulations to y'all on that. And as we wrap up, first of all, we're going to make sure that everybody knows where you're located and how to get further information on you. But I'd like to hear your kind of 2 or 3 favorite menu items. If you're talking to the guests here that are tuning into the podcast, what's the go-to? Harrison, you mentioned this awesome-looking chicken biscuit. I'm about to dive right into that with the honey butter sauce. But let's hear kind of what are those 2 or 3 tops for you?
Oh man, I would say the honey butter chicken biscuit is my favorite breakfast item, and then for the lunch and dinner, the patty melt, one of the all-time favorites.
Okay.
The patty melt it's phenomenal, and then just the bacon cheeseburger. I love a good bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
And with some lettuce and tomato, and it comes with mustard. I add ketchup. So,
Perfect.
Yep.
Scott?
I'm a fan of the patty melt's my favorite. I get grilled jalapenos on it as well. It comes with grilled onions, but putting that grilled jalapenos on it gives it a little extra oomph. And then I love our sweet and spicy burger.
Okay.
Has mustard on one side, sweet and spicy sauce on the other. 2 forms of cheese, 2 patties on it. It's pretty daggone toasty and tasty.
Okay.
And then the last thing, the spicy chicken sandwich is just to die for. Perfect. It is really good. It's a really good item.
All right. I'm about to take a bite of this. Harrison, tell us where you're located and how we can get further information, whether it's social media or website, whatever the easiest way to kind of find you guys and check out your menu is. And while you're doing that, I'm going to take a big bite here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're on 895 Woodstock Road, and that's Roswell, Georgia, right behind the Home Depot. And follow us on LinkedIn. We got a Facebook page, but Made to Order Holdings LLC is the name of our company. And, again, I just want to say thank you for having us on today. We're excited to be here and excited to be part of the community. So looking forward to working with y'all.
This is delicious.
Yeah, we're excited about the partnership. And you guys have welcomed us from day one. When we broke ground, you came out and did groundbreaking ceremonies with us. Y'all welcomed us immediately. and we felt like we were already part of the community. The amount of emails I get a day, I know y'all welcome me to the community, which we appreciate. No, because we really want to give back when we can. We can't always, because we're in the process of building a lot more stores. But if we can spread our time evenly, or if we could clone ourselves, we would be everywhere.
Right.
But you guys have been great. And
Well,
we couldn't ask for a better
We
partnership.
appreciate you guys. That's why we exist. It's all about y'all. We're thrilled to get up and go to work today and make sure that you guys are doing the best you can. And any support you can get from the Roswell Inc. team, from the Visit Roswell team, you know where we are. We're a phone call, a text message, or an email away. Gentlemen, it's been great to have you, and just best of luck for continued growth in the future. We appreciate you.
Thanks so
Cheers.
much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.